Now for the YouTube people, hello. It is time to be sick, and why the fuck did I just hear an explosion in the kitchen? It's literally one room away, through a wall, but that means I actually have to go, like, around the full thing, and I'm not doing that. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. It doesn't matter as long as I do something with my day. I'm almost done with Cyberpunk. I don't know what game I'm gonna start after Cyberpunk. I don't know much about the fuck I'm gonna do with anything. Alright, Fancy Sushi is not doable. We hit a point where, like, we need to converge something into Fancy Sushi. Very Virtue's Last Reward. Oh, wait, that's the washer. I wanted to make a boom sound. It means it's, like, turning off or training. Anyway, yeah. Blech. Blech. Clown showing stream and I'll tell yes. Alright. Alright, Sammy, how are you? We're gonna go to Hitomi. I want Hitomi's help. I need the birds thingy. We must always be searching for the birds. I don't know why, but this chapter does not have a thing. Bringing her friend back from the dead means she'll have to pay the price. Shaka makes it home safely, but still isn't sure how to proceed with her curse. She worries about Mio as the night passes. Mio should be fine. She has a pentacle in her hair. No voices again. Yeah, see, Mio's fine. She's got a pentacle in her hair. Good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako? Rise and shine. You're up. It's morning. Are you okay? Can you remember your name? I'm Mio Kurosuzu, the Spectre of the Spirit Board. Michio Shiroriishi. Yako Sakazaki. I'm Yako Sakazaki. Good. Seems like you're fully awake. Oh, Mio, thanks for last night. Was everything okay? What happens if I had gotten that wrong? What would have actually happened if I got that wrong? No, I'm not gonna go back. Maybe. I don't know. I can't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. But in that situation, it's the best you can hope for. I'm sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay. It's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? Well, you know. The truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural, and I'm just gonna tell everybody all willy-nilly, even though it's part of a secret police force that, you know, is funded by the government. You mean you can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arrangement? I had quite the eventful childhood. It sounds like it must have been tough. Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. Hi, Icy. As fate would have it, I've ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Is that... Mio, are you the reason why Corpse Party 2 has not come out yet? Did you stop the thing happening in that game, and so it's just never coming out? Well, that's amazing. So it's like a part-time job you do while also being a student? I truly don't believe Deadly Distortion's coming out at this point. I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Mario Party DS is the best one. Mario Party DS is a very, very good one, especially since you don't have to own the game to play the game. Like, people go, oh my god, that Ferris guy who made A Way Out in Split Fiction. It did the thing where you only need one copy of the game. Like, motherfucker, Mario Party DS did that first. And also a bunch of other games before that did that first. It's called Couch Co-op. I don't know what you want. You've got it rough then, but still, that really is amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school. Guys, I'm going to ask a very serious question before I hit OK on this dialogue box. Do I want to make the salmon that I've been putting off for days that goes off, that goes bad in 5 days, but like, that gives me a lot of time? I just took a shower and I really, really, really do not want to cook, but I also really, really, really don't want to walk to get food, but those are literally my only two options, is cook and suffer or not cook and suffer. The thing is, the most important part of Mario Party is the mini-games. DS mini-games are literally peak. I don't remember. That was 16 years ago in high school. That was half my life ago. So I just have to be to resolve any paranormal issues at the school, and why I'm going to look into the cause of all this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah. Oh, do you have your curse stone? Now that it's daytime and its powers diminish, I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Yako? Is it really so wrong trying to bring Michio back, I mean? I can't approve of it. The right may seem like a dream come true, but it involves taking the lives of other people then. Yeah, true. I guess I do have to go out anyway, because whatever the fuck I have, this cold or whatever, it's been making my lips so goddamn chapped that I want to buy some chapstick. So I'm gonna go out anyway. But I'm still leaving it up to you guys. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe, and what I'll put I'll put before anything else. Duckface, I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako. I promise I won't use the curse no matter what, but maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it's to stop the curses. For the Michio that still exists within me, believe in the Kamina that believes in Simo and that believes in you. I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right. Thank you, Mio. Then let's go. Files updated. A candy store. It's a fucking candy store. Huh? That unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen here? The police are here. There's something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. Oh shit, this isn't good. What happened? Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Okay. Mr. Jonoichi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. Ah! They're closing the school for today. We got all dressed up for nothing, but that's not all. Okay. I really need to take a cough drop. Hold on a second. just in the middle of the kitchen looking at his food bowl and his water like, which one should I have first, mother? He turns to look at me to ask this question. Motherfucker, I don't know. He's just staring at the bowls and then he turns to stare at me. I don't know what he wants. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. Oh my god. Duck herp again. Fuck. There we go. What? There's no way. Why? Could it be? Because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Jonoichi's body was in the middle of the grounds. But his body was covered in bruises like he'd fallen from somewhere high. Oh shit, which one was that? That is one that we know. Oh wait, no, that's Muchi. It's the way, Michio died. Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and the timing, it's very likely it has something to do with one of the curses. We don't know which one, but it's gonna be the one that killed Michio. Except the curse has only just started this week, just yesterday, so how would Michio have already died from it? Feeling any better today compared to Monday? I have a cough drop in my mouth currently. Yes, but also no, I took the night off. To then text people and go, hey, did I miss anything important? And it's like, we still have absolutely no work. No compound came in. We must work on Saturday. Fucking brilliant, Parker. Once again, you have everything under control. We have nothing to do, nothing we can do. Please come in for an overtime weekend. Parker Hanvin, biggest joke I've ever worked for in my entire life. You're saying someone used their curse on him last night? Then I'm trying to decide if I want to cook fish that goes bad in 5 days or go out to eat because, like, I really don't want to fucking cook right now. But then it's a waste of money. But I have multiple days to cook this food. It does not go bad for 5 more days. It will be good. I can cook some tomorrow. I can cook some on Monday. But today, I want to go get chapstick. Because my lips are fucking peeling from whatever this cold or something is. I have never been to a Waffle House. And that is bullshit. But that is tempting me to go out for food. The question is, do I want Mexican or do I want a wrap? Joke's on you, I want Mexican. I always want Mexican. I'll buy extra and then I'll bring it to work with me tonight. Ha ha ha. Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary. So the curses really do kill people. And someone used it. Is that even a choice? Always Mexican? Listen, it's bar food. Gas station chicken wings, Mexican, or coffee shop, which does chicken cordon bleu wraps. Unless Chinese is an option, then it's a toss-up. Chinese is an hour away, but we normally spend like $90 at that place. But to be fair, we get a poo-poo platter, extra crab rangoons. Each of us gets a soup. Each of us gets an entree. We bring half of it home. It lasts for like 3 days. What happened if another cursed bearer heard you? Sorry. He wasn't. It was last alone. His body was discovered on the school grounds at dawn. So you're voting for the Mexican place is what I'm hearing. Wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we sneak in through the back entrance. Huh? That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda? You're right, that's unusual. Oh, but she was at the school last night, too. She must know something about Mr. Jonoichi. Let's see what she has to say. Mia, wait for me! Huh. So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at the school last night? No sense hiding it then. Plus, I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. She owes you? Yeah. Right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it? Exorcisms? So that's what it was. Did you hear about Mr. Jonouchi? Heard about it? I've known about it since last night. I saw that asshole bite it on the school grounds myself. What? Tell us about it. What exactly happened? Don't really know myself. It was pitch black. But I can tell you. It was almost dawn, probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden. Ran out on the ground like something was chasing him, then screamed. Somebody help me, forgive me, Michio. Or something like that while he was running around. Chinese restaurant screwed me last night though. Ordered about an hour before closing. They told me when I showed up they are too busy to make my order. Claimed they tried to call me, but no missed calls. My phone has done that before, so I could believe. I've had my phone not ring, and yet my answering machine will have new messages. I will also have no missed calls. Or incoming calls, but there are new messages. Smartphones are not smart. We should go back to landlines. It rings, and then you miss it. Michio. He mentioned Michio? Was there anyone else out on the grounds? It was too dark to see from where I was. But for just a second, I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids. That's a girl in braids. Oh? I didn't go out to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life like I was wrong and I'll do anything. Yeah, I had my clock skip from 7:59 to 8:01 before. That's not causing my alarm to go off. Fucking smartphones are dumb. Then all of a sudden his arms and legs snapped even though he was just standing there menacingly. His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him? He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I'd better get out of there. And he croaked. That's all I saw. I see. But from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Jonouchi and killed him. Hell, if I know anything about that, I'm just telling you what I heard him say. Oh god, there's more. Did you tell that story to police? Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like they believe such an insane story anyways. Right. But there must be at least one person the police worth trusting yet. Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. But he died just the other day. Oh shit! Sumi's guy! Oh, he did? Hey, TV. How are you feeling? Sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up to... Jesus Christ, I did not think this through before I invited you in. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You've got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. It wasn't? Yeah, this was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure it was hard enough for you. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Hey Mia, I've been thinking about something. Huh? The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Jonouchi died, it sounds a lot like how Michio died. I didn't see it myself, but the same Michio's body was in it. It was like she had fallen from high up. Feel like I'm sleepwalking through today. I understand that feeling. Could they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so. The curses of the 7 mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can trust what the spirit board said, then Michio died in an accident. Oh, right. Okay, fine. Don't fucking checkmark it. Hey, tell me, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is, thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with the natural sensitivity to the paranormal. Hi. Tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to the people around them. Hi. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. Not as much as they used to, I would say. Last time I saw like a true ghost, I think, was Lake George, New York. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations, even memory problems. Oh, Smoother, you're gonna make me do a sick one? Okay, fine. Yeah. So you're part cat? I am part cat. Well, okay, Fursona is a cat. So, like, full cat? But then the Let's Play Princess drawing also has cat ears. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality taken over when possessed too? It is possible when with spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or parent and child. This fucking cough drop is not dissolving for shit. It is still the same size almost. But you almost never... I'm just going to sit on my tongue and see what happens. We almost never hear about people being taken over completely, yeah. That's what... fucking drunk-ass Garfield, yeah. During the two parties are in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So the seances or whatever you see on TV are all bogus? Everlasting cough drop. Damn it, no, I want gobstoppers. Why would you do that? No store sells them. Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. Huh. There are people in life who have extremely powerful spirit sense or deep connection with the person. But even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess, Mole. And even if they could, Mole, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with, Pentacle in the hair. But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing that behavior for your own will or not? I literally just did the chilling up, or, yeah. Is it called chilling out? I literally just did earlier, like 2 hours ago, the quest in Cyberpunk where you give Johnny full permission to take over your body as long as all he's doing is talking to Rogue. And he proceeds to talk to Rogue, go to a strip club, get drunk, finger a girl, get in a car accident because she was driving while he was fingering the girl. And I just woke up in a random fucking hotel. Hence why there are lots of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. The spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host. The deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see, getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? Must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, Tommy. Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. That's a great bit in Cyberpunk. It's a fucking good bit. It's near the end. I cannot wait to finish that game. I'm not doing any of the side quests anymore. I got to the screen that says, here's the point of no return. I saved. I can't keep doing this. My fucking New Year resolution is to beat console games, and I've literally done only 8. Cyberpunk was not supposed to last a month. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. I think I might pass. Tell me, last night before you witnessed Mr. Jonouchi collapse, can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom? Fucking! You gonna tell the cops? You were fucking! Alright, with everything that happened with Mr. Jonouchi, I'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with him last night. Still haven't gotten much farther than when it starts to become more open world. Dude, Cyberpunk. Didn't know if I was gonna like it. Cyberpunk's great. Anytime something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions. Understand, I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, a piece of shit Jonouchi called me over here acting like he was gonna attack me or something. What? I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless in the cancer in society when he doesn't know shit about them. Oh my god, this is Battle Royale. That asshole was the one always acting like scum if you ask me. Is that so? Could you tell us more in detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain where to start. What did you mean by Mr. Jonouchi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? Parts of Cyberpunk feel like the Deus Ex 5 we should have got. Still need to go back and try Human Revolution again. You know Miss Michio Shiraishi, right? The girl who killed herself? Michio! I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. He was using it to blackmail her, call her up after school, and make her do whatever he wanted. This is like one of my RPs. What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. This is really like one of those RPs. Nothing like a couple model students like you would ever get involved in. I am joking, of course. Or am I? Ha 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 ha! No way, that's... What? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How can I not have known about this? Akko, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were a friend. Jonouchi really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. Probably felt she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone. Oh my god, how terrible. Tell me, how do you know about this? I just happened to walk in on it. I know the spots around school people go to when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him asking what he was doing. Walked in on it. I didn't just leave her alone looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she'd just grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. No. Of course, Jonouchi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And then she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it now. Tell me, if you knew about it, then why didn't you try to say it's my fault? Smoofer! Good God. She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point blaming Hitomi. Michio, why? It's hard to explain where to start. Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. But from the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago. For that long? The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person than meets the eye, you know. There must be some reason. Don't know. Got nothing to do with me. So last night, how did it start? Alright. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all, real rough guy, but good at looking out for folks, so he was the only one I could talk to. So there was someone like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act like a shy little kid all of a sudden. She told me that she was like me when she was my age and that she was on my side. Must have been a terrible loss for you too. For her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. Oh no. Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to that park. Then he listened to whatever it was I was pissed off about. That day he called me over, there like usual. But something seemed off about him, like he was worried about something. Worried about something? Yeah, he asked me for a favor too. It was pretty unusual. What kind of favor? He handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him? What? Just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I have it with me now. But that wasn't all. Then he told me he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio had that looked like this one. What does she have to do with this? Give me 1 second. Dear God. Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had like a special talisman or something. But apparently Michio always avoided the subject. Talisman that Michio had. He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me, he said. Could there have been something that Michio couldn't tell even the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated. From what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what Jonouchi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal on anything about Michio either. What is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't just have his eye on Michio, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the 2 talismans? Wonder why he gave it to you. Well, if I know, when I looked inside it, there was just a weird kind of grimy scrap of wood. So you've seen inside of it. But from the way he was acting, it seemed important to him somehow. But to be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass, I figured he'd have to be serious about it. Since he died right after. Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those 2 talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Knowing what I know now, he probably felt that something was going to happen to him. Nakagoshi? I do not have that name. Do you know him, Mia? No, I've just heard the name, I think. So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Anyway, it didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request. Hey, tell me. Yeah? That talisman, would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me. Okay. So last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had? Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about a talisman. He gave me some cryptic response like I can't talk about it now, come to the school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he used it for secret meetings before. Ugh. We climbed over the front gate to get in. So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night, but nothing he said made any sense. Like that I was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on and on about how it was my fault and that if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Oh god. Were you okay? Yeah, that's right when you two showed up. I was able to get away when Junouchi was freaking out. Oh god, good thing we got away. So it's really all thanks to you two that I got away. If I didn't get any info about the talismans, the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterwards, I was wondering what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. And I saw you and old man Nashimiya talking, and then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? It's also why I saw Junouchi come back outside and bite it. See. So you were only here to look for Michio's talisman. I was dumb to fall for that creep Junouchi's trap so easy. It could have gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. So that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up all of a sudden saying she was going to exorcise me. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. Tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything? You see, in my experiments, most people don't understand no matter how much you explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. Guess that makes sense. What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Junouchi. She did have a reason to hate him, after all. No way, you mean that really was her ghost, like for real? Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. However, it's usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power. But it's possible they could possess someone close to them to act on those lingering regrets. Wonder if that's what happened. Alright, then supposing what the spirit board said is true and Michio's death was an accident, then she must have had some regrets. If she really hadn't given up on living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she'd do that thing. Huh. And that's all I know. Happy? Still gotta look for the talisman. Sure, thank you, Tommy. If you two find out anything about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Can we get your contact info? Where can we normally find you? I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number. Thanks. We'll call her if we need to talk with you. And, what is it? You're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You're the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later. Don't die out there, okay? Thanks. I'll be careful. Alright then. Got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Junouchi was killed by a curse just as we thought. Which means there was a curse bearer at the school. Multiple, in fact. Multiple? Yes, the curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Junouchi seem to be different. Who the fuck just texted me? Oh, Gamer's Week. People in the school at the time other than us were Mr. Junouchi, Hitomi, and old man Nashimiya, who you ran into. I was thinking it could be among them, but there was one more person. Hitomi saw a girl in a school uniform with braids. From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't sound like she's one. Mr. Junouchi's pretty suspicious, though. If he were a curse bearer, he would certainly explain why he was killed. That's why I say there are multiple. The person who killed Mr. Junouchi would have to be one, too. Which means it must be either the mysterious girl, old man Ashimiya, Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That said, the mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jonouchi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but just remembered, I also saw Mr. Ariishi outside the main gate last night. You did? It's likely he's involved with the curses, given that he's the one doing research on the rite of resurrection. So we'll have to be careful of old man Nashimiya and Mr. Ariishi. I want to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but as for what to do now, I'd like to find out who's responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source. That makes sense. In which case, next we should do what exactly? We need to talk with Mr. Ariishi. He definitely knows something. He should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it. But the school is closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading some places someone may know where he is. Huh, where'd it go then? Man, I'd still say the fucking school. Because we know he's a teacher. It's literally the only place we have for him. And so, Mio Kurosuzu and Yako Sakazaki decided on their next location to investigate. Oh, brilliant. So that's dead end. That's dead end. I guess we're going to Life Can Be Tough. Throughout the night, Richter continues to gather information about the curse stones, while Haruhi lays awake until dawn, preoccupied with the prospect of bringing her lost child back to life. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today. How's your curse stone looking? I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night then. That aside, why are you so late this morning? There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in what limited time I had. Very well. Let's talk. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. And what's that? Our current plan is to steal a curse stone that already absorbed soul dregs, but I'm wondering if it would suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with a curse bearer and have them use the rite for our purposes. Oh? I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? As long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you'd expect. Compensation? Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigemas, right? Of course. Why, any amount would be fine if I'd get the job done. I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back with the ransom. Okay, with that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. Kill everyone, because it would be more fun. Actually, wait. Is there a bird? No bird. Do you have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind? Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive with collecting soul dregs. Did you see the news this morning? No, I haven't. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in this area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found. But they've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh, fuck. Only 3! That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dregs. And for what those curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low side. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. It's holding them back. Are we not all after the power of resurrection? There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action. And then we offer them the deal. You know, the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if the situation could get what the mastermind who kicked it off all intended. Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind all this? You mentioned hearing an agonized voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. It doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in this area on purpose, and they are likely after the rite of resurrection as well. So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers. You got a sharp mind, man. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite. This would be very risky since as a curse bearer they themselves would become a target. So it'd actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers moved less aggressively. That's right, but despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves? You mean their intention was also to steal the souls while the curse bearers compete with each other from the start? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is the safer course of action, which is why I figured it best for us to attempt the same strategy. So how should we do it? There's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. What in the fuck is going on? By the way, did everybody hear that Nick Offerman is gonna be in the next Sonic movie? And who wants to put money down that it's Big the Cat? But if he's Big the Cat, then it can't be a Sonic CD movie. It has to be a Sonic Heroes movie. So we have like 1 year to suddenly hear them announce that some little girl got put into the Sonic 4 movie, and we'll go, oh, she's playing Cream. Now we know for a fact it's a Sonic Heroes movie. Who's playing Rouge? Who's playing Omega? Who's playing Chaotix? How do you suppose we do so? At this point, all we can do is search. If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs, can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection? Good question. The rite could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Seeing it might be for naught, do you want to give up, ma'am? Get the fuck out of here, you cunt-eating bot motherfucker. Never. Understood. After all, we'll never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curse ourselves. Oh my god, game. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them. But I only managed to get detailed information on 2. Here, quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. I appreciate the flattery. First, there's Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midori Ishi Park. You even determined her address. You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. I called every single university with UKO in the curriculum pretending to be your parent. I went around to check on her place on the way here. Doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might run into some trouble. Didn't you attempt to follow her last night? I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I'm gonna keep track of her. This guy's Michael Jackson poses are wonderful. In here, I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She is planning to steal the curse stones just like us. It's best we act carefully around her. Next is the tall man who was dressed in black. Oh shit, fuck. Oh yeah, him? Him? We finally get to know what... Not him. We finally get to know what this guy's deal is? I met him near Kinshicho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information from him. Impressive. What can I say? He works as the secretary to Hyaku Soap's chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. The Hyaku Soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Kanjo, correct? Yes, they've been here for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seemed to be very fucking shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assumed she wanted factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of the factories with older equipment had to be shut down. That's right. Even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste in the river. Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. Oh dear God. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better look later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Now that's an interesting thought. You say that, Richter, but go play Beacon Pines. They fucking literally did that. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seemed to be collecting soul tricks, right? Indeed. I couldn't get a good look at him, though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. Why is my phone going off? Well, that's a shame. Ah! I will read that later. I have a message from the Jewel. Well, can I make an educated guess? Oh? You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the Rite of Resurrection? The one who lives near here? His name is Hideki Ariishi, and the man I met was very similar in stature. Even he's involved? How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? I should be hungry. I should be a lot more hungry than I actually am. I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first. Understandable. Of course, I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. Still? I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer. First, I'll return to Hyaku Soaps to see that man in black. The headquarters is down on southward of Gasui Street. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found coming out of high school. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name was Koi Jonouchi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? Not sure. It's possible. But regardless, that means the two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead. Just when we were getting somewhere. It isn't enough for me to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shirayishi's residence. It'd be wise to pay it a visit. Understood. In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, it's Michio Shiraishi who reportedly committed suicide and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those last 2 have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries now. It's true, both occurred a week before that accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings. How? What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the Seven Mysteries curses? Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'd be easy if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. Seems to know a lot about this. I suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this too. I see. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention in today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse stone, taking a walk should be a fine place to start. Right, let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am. We shall go to South Walagasui. The Hyaku Soap's headquarters are on the other side of South Walagasui Street. They were closed down when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. Back in the Edo period, the canal known as South Walagasui ran through this area, but it's been turned into a major road. It's a bit away from Kinshicho Station or Ryogoku Station, though it's still considered a nice area. Stories of the Ever-Burning Lantern and the Foot Washing Mansion both took place around here. One of the bodies discovered this morning was found by this road as well. It's quite a lively area, huh? I suppose you could call it somewhat of a city center. To think a small soap-making company could grow so much in such a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why director and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. Yay, a soap company. Yay, some old hag who is called a witch. There have been rumors about her possessing strange and powerful magical ability. You mentioned that Takumi works as her secretary. That's correct. Do you think it's possible he's acting on her orders? That's exactly what I'm thinking. A curse bearer with both money and power could certainly look at resurrection as the next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature may prove difficult. Business is up and running. I can see people inside the reception area. Can I go inside though? Doesn't seem like I can do anything else here. I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. We should walk around, visit a cafe or some tea perhaps. Okay, fine. Fuck off. I will go here. We're here. This is Midorichi Park. Ocho Park. Ayame Tono lives around here. She wasn't in an apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. Barb? Good going, ma'am. You found Haku. That's a rare one. Is it now? It's place is connected with the story of the Taiko Suguru. Not only that, Kazushiki Hokusai's home was also in this area. That might be why Ayami chose to live here. Whoa, more stuff. So many birds. So many punk birds. We won't get much done staying around here. Why don't I go and check out Ayami's apartment? You don't mean to speak with her, do you? No. I prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I'd like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace of her movements. Then be my guest. Okay, shouldn't be long. Why is the camera so interested in that tree in the foreground? Because there are birds. Must collect all the birds. Back, ma'am. So, nothing? I'm afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, I noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in. Interesting. Got a sharp eye to have noticed them despite being so covert. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on a door looking through a window. Wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. You were planning to go that far? We won't make much progress sticking around here. Alright, fine. Let's go to the school then. Here we are at Ground Zero, Komagata High School. Because it's logical that the police got this place shut down. Teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. The place said to have been connected with the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if a curse bear decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a curse bearer or not. As I expect the police to be baffled since I don't know about the curses. I can ask around to see what the students have to say. Do it! I'll go ask the students about Michio. Was it the tree a chilling tale of intrigue and espionage? No, it was the haiku. Where are they? Should be over here. See? In that tree was the haiku. And then we also have the ostracizer, the illegal eagle, the head honcho. We have, there are others, the pelicanaut, who's smoking a fish. We have the Swanelope Sweet, or Swanelope Swoost. The Pink Punisher. And that's all of them that I have so far. So what did you learn? That school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Junouchi and Michio, most of which seemed dubious at best. Not surprising. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought. But there was one story that caught my attention. Oh? Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Junouchi. I like the burps. That's because burps are good. Really? After this scene, I might end this game, but I might play like a single round of Rabbit and Steel before I go order food, because I've decided I'm gonna order food. Mexican does sound good. Smooth for one. Tomorrow I'll cook 2 of the salmon. Have those. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently he's been mumbling that Michio was gonna kill him for some days now. fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told the students. And then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that juicy don't stay a secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence, I need a dash soon. Need to make sure my mom's okay. Go, do the thing. Also, I will hydrate Sammy. I'm going to do that right now. I might have just spilled half of it on my blanket. As for the other piece of evidence, a pigtail girl in a school uniform was seen around school late last night. Go on. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio's the only high school girl to wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames. But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she's still alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. A student had a list of student addresses on hand. Oh shit, that's an amazing find. I believe all the students actually have a copy of said list. It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain what should be confidential information. Imagine what would happen if that information got into the wrong hands. You know, like some orange man who likes going near kids. Well, so far it hasn't, no? Sure. Let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's now possible for us to visit Michio Shariishi's house. Alright, well, let's do it to it. How'd it go? I went to visit Michio Shariishi's family home, however. No one seemed to be there. I got no answer at the door and all the lights were out. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front. Huh. Social connections run deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out the Shiraishi's reputation really went down the dumps this past year. Is that so? I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in the better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the two of them. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, really located here. At first they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in turn. So far so good. What happened? Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshiko's common-law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kankichiro Iwa. Neighborhood gasped something else. Somehow everyone knew his name. So what of this Iwa character? He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the house. The neighbors took particular notice of Toshiko's screams, pleading him not to hit Michio. That's terrible. As if that wasn't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. Through this, the Shiraishi standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept the storm shutters closed even during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. Sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something? Unfortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes. It's awful. And then Michio reportedly did that thing. Things only got worse with Iwa, and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, Iwa hasn't returned to the home because somebody hopefully fucking killed him. This is why vigilante justice is the best. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shirley Ishis entirely. It seemed relieved that things finally quieted down again. It seemed that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place? I like that my viewership dropped by 3 by that. I've heard many stories where one partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. Life can be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. Collect all information on persons of interest. This is all of the people of interest? Sure. But the Shiraishi certainly hadn't lucked out with theirs, bringing such a violent man into it. Really? It's a bit quiet over here. It is a residential area after all. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, don't they? Okay. Shiraichis were dealt a tough hand. I can't imagine what it was like. Could it be the girl who forced by her circumstances to take part in the kidnapping? Where do I go? I've been everywhere. Can you go in now? We hardly outbid a large corporation. I think I've done everything. Where the fuck do I go next? I've talked everything about him. I've done the surroundings. Oh, my eye's on fire now. Waste of time, we should move on quickly. The high school. But there shouldn't be anything left at the high school. I can imagine the students are uneasy after learning of the murder. It may do them well to stay home for some time, if not for fear of their safety. The police are probably too wrapped up solving the case to be concerned about the students' mental health. I can see that. It's important that society provides a safe environment for the benefit of our youth. Some school policies could use some rewriting, especially those handling the students' personal information. That's right. I don't want a student being kidnapped on their way back home ever again. I expect criminals to grow more cunning as time passes. Maybe times where the authorities can't keep up. That's where outlaws such as myself come in. Vigilante! What's this about? Just forget I said anything. I was dressed up for school in another world and might have had the chance to see my son in uniform. The news has attracted a bunch of curious onlookers, huh? That works in our favor. The more people around, the better we can blend in. Seems the officers are still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly prohibited. Alright, well that's everything here. I don't think I can do anything. I can't do much of anything. Maybe the goal is to go to the next thing? Yeah, no. I don't know what it wants from me. Never liked these messy back streets. I've talked to him fully here. There's nothing. The fuck? Can I talk to his belt buckle or something? Like, I've been to every location. I've checkmarked everything. What am I missing? Exactly. I'm going to go in. I may be... Oh, okay. I'm surprised it didn't work already. It may be a while, so I feel to find somewhere to kill time. Okay, good luck in there. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. How'd it go? I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night. But it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. But that doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we have a curse stone of our own. What? I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night, however. You said your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the curse stone in your possession. Curse stone? What do you want about? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer now. You're right. We lack time. I'll confess, I am a curse bearer. I possess the curse stone of the haunted clavers. I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. I didn't know the soap business specializes in scrubbing curses clean. It is the prerogative of Miss Yamamori. Is that so? Assuming you've obtained the curse, you understand the power it involves. No. Yes, Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of their headquarters. And she cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of curses running rampant. So you're telling me the Queen of Hyaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate you calling that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Sugen Gamiyodo who's gallantly working behind the scenes, exercising spirits and the like. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? There are curses, or speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers to unspeakable action. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over that curse stone at once. Very interesting. That said, just how many curse stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. Can we just talk about the fact that Afro Man is like a god right now? He is trolling everyone and everything, and I love it. Like, I fucking love it. He was gonna clean his room. And then the police broke into his house. And then he made a bunch of diss tracks about the police for fucking up. And they found out. And it's great. Also, you do not have 6. Do not lie to me about how many fucking things you have. I can rest at ease then. And here I thought I was risk of being cursed. Seems we're on the same page. If that is the case, you should hand over your curse stone immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it hiding. Really now? Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to. But I promise I'll return with it later. Very well. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and phone number, I assume. How prudent of you. I'll oblige. Why is Matt Berry and Richard Ayoade? Why are they in the new Sonic movie? Who the fuck is Matt Berry playing? Who the fuck is Richard Ayoade playing? Oh my god, they're gonna make Richard Ayoade Charmy. Oh my god, Matt Berry's gonna be Vector. Oh my god, I need to smoke more weed. I don't touch any of it. I should start. And that's how it went. Huh. So, they aren't after the right after all? I wouldn't be so quick to trust him. Oh? I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may very well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he was lying about having procured 6 curse stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's a bit obsessive. Well, now I feel gullible. The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the cursed stones. It seemed rather desperate to get a hold of Oz, despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Hyaku are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went, or he's trying to spread a rumor. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. Word spreads that Hyaku's chairwoman is a godlike being. She could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique. That's unsettling. By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby. What's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hyaku employee. Really? So long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it's all amounts to no more than speculation. Despite that, I've reason to believe Hyaku Soaps is deeply involved with the 7 mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered such. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go. We should avoid Hyaku for the time being. It'd be a pain if I have to deal with Takumi again. Alright, well what the fuck do I do now, sir? We've checked everything. I'm fairly certain we've checked everything. There was nothing at the park. My stomach is about to start growling in absolute anger. He has nothing to say here. We've checked all the surroundings here. Yes. Yes, we've done everything here. Huh? Oh, I just had to do one final thing and then the game decided to give me something. Cool. So you came here too. What is it? Hey, it's Susumi. I should go back to that other Susumi timeline then. Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richter? So this will connect, but that will be next Tuesday, unless I'm still fucking sick. I'm sick and tired of being sick. Like, I am really sick and tired of whatever the hell this is. But yay, we got a little bit further. I now have to give my roommate and future roommate the news that Matt Berry and Richard Iowade are going to be in the fourth Sonic movie. One of those people will have no idea what either of those names means. One might know, and at this point, my thoughts are Nick Offerman is Big the Cat. Fucking Richard Iowade is... I don't know, but Matt Berry has to be Vector or I boycott the fucking movie. That's all I've got. I'm gonna go eat now. We'll order something to eat because I do not have the energy to cook. Oh, but then I have to walk for like 10 minutes and I really have no energy. I've literally only had toast today. Whatever. I need to start walking again. This will be a good excuse to walk. And then tomorrow I'll have salmon and it'll be good for my omega-3 stuff and it'll be great and perfect and start eating healthier and doing healthier things. Yes, good talk. I love you all. Go listen to this week's Nerds the Broadcast, episode 88, when it comes out more than likely on Sunday. It's a fun one. We talk more about the Crow Killers webcomic and a thing called the Horny Pyramid that appears in the webcomic. It's wonderful. Go read Crow Killers on lamezone.net. It's great. And go play Rabbit and Steel. This game fucking rules. Alright, it's 10.6 hours. That is so much more than I was expecting. Alright, I love you all. Have a good rest of your day.